Greetings virtual wanderers, Aeons here. Is Tomodachi Life really worth the life sim hype? Because what makes Tomodachi Life an odd life sim is something that you wouldn't expect. It's the freedom that you get outside of the social mechanics. If you didn't know already, Tomodachi Life Living the Dream doesn't let you control your Miis directly, but more like oversee them. It does put you on the leash when it comes to controlling your Miis relationships. But for a game that restricts your control over your characters, it gives you a heck ton of freedom when it comes to almost every other aspect of the game. What are those things, you might ask? Well, let's get into it. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, the one feature that makes Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, well, Tomodachi Life, is how it places you into its world as something of an overseer. An overseer that can only guide but not intervene directly. This might frustrate some players, but I think it's actually a good feature. The game is supposed to be a chill game, and it really did achieve just that, because the game literally has a mind of its own. You can walk away for a while, and when you come back, you might discover your Miis have gotten into all sorts of unexpected situations. That's exactly it though. The Miis are practically free elves in the game. You can't tell them exactly what to do, who to flirt, or make enemies with. What happens in the game is really a spin on the wheel of fortune. It limits your control over your Miis. You also can't control what your Miis like or dislike directly, and that goes for anything, like food, clothes, or even their home, even if you had a say in creating their personality. So for better or for worse, this game has one feature that is limited on purpose, and that is its social mechanics. But when you look past that, you might actually find a lot more to this game. If you want to know more on how the social mechanics in the game are, head on over to our other video. Now the first thing you do on the island is, well, set up your island. But you can't really do anything to it yet until later on in the game. What you're actually starting with is the Mii Creator. And let me tell you, I was so damn surprised at how much freedom they give you to create and customize the citizens of your island. The game gives you an auto creator based on your preferences for the Mii you want to make. What this means is that it can generate a pre-built Mii for you, but it also lets you go bonkers on whoever you want to make. You want to make the whole cast from Mario? You got it. You want to make a random abomination? Doable. You want to make Heihachi from Tekken? Done. And if you want to mix them all together, well, no one's stopping you. For a cartoonish game, the character creation / customization is surprisingly endless. One might even call it unhinged.
Oh, nothing.
What makes the Mii Creator endless are all the parts of your Mii that you can edit. Well, parts of the head, that is. There are so many choices and sliders you can play around with to customize the head of your Mii. Whether it's your hairstyle, having business at the front and party at the back, how far apart your facial features are, what kind of absurd eye shape you want to pick, or pretty much anything. Then it extends to your Mii's voice, which lets you move a bunch of sliders to get anything from Darth Vader's voice, or just that one annoying orange guy from early YouTube.
Today is July 3rd, 2026.
An extension of the character customization freedom is the fashion. The game has some pretty absurd outfits, and you can just about mix and match all of them. There are some sets and onesies that I found funny though. I mean, who doesn't want their Mii to dress up as a human sushi at least once during their playthrough? If you remember how the Miis were back from the good old Wii days, it's everything you'd expect from Nintendo's goofy side. Beyond the outfits themselves, you can pair them with different hats, accessories, and colors to give each Mii its own style. So do what you want with their seemingly endless lineup of random tops, bottoms, hats, shoes, and etc. It really does come down to your imagination, I guess. I mean, if you created a Homer Simpson Mii, you can literally recreate his outfit where he's just wearing nothing but underpants. Or maybe just put him in any goofy looking onesie. The game, however, does put a slight limitation on the options you have at the start. The catalog only grows over time, so you might have to gather some patience before buying those undies for your Mii version of Homer. But once you unlock everything, and that does take a while, you're free to dress your Miis however you want. Now onto where your Miis actually live is where all of you creatives can go all out. The island is completely unrestricted when it comes to customizing. I was surprised at how much you can customize your island. You can move, delete, or add just about anything. Not just how your house looks, but how your entire island looks. You have what feels like a big number of options as well. The way you can choose how your pathways look on your island, the decorations around your island, a beach for your Miis to sunbathe at, and practically anything about your island is what makes this game so enjoyable and cozy to play. The best part is that the more Miis you have on your island, the bigger it gets. So you can actually end up with your own mini town if you wanted to. The game really does reward you for spending more hours on the game. Now when it comes to the houses, it's a little disappointing to see that they're not as customizable. You can still choose from a big number of interior designs, but I just wish the furniture inside your house/room were as freely customizable as your island. For better or for worse though, you can still change the wallpaper, flooring, and exterior design of your house as much as you like, even with your own quote-unquote design. If you're a creative person, you can really go all out on designing your own walls and floors both inside and outside of your house to make it nice. But if you're anything like me, you'll probably just end up making the house look goofy. The overall customizability is great, but it is slightly rough around the edges. What do you guys think of the video so far? If you like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any videos like this in the future. What the game advertises is freedom to create your own world. And most people might think that this game is just a normal, cozy, and wholesome game. The game might be designed to be PG, but that doesn't mean you have to be. The game actually has hidden potential, and it might not be what you think. If you didn't think of it already, you can actually plant unhinged ideas in your Miis. I mean, imagine making your innocent looking Mii talk about something like marrying the devil. The game really gives you space to let your imagination or your deepest darkest thoughts run wild. I'm not saying you have to be, I'm just saying that you can. You can create your own dystopian island if you really want to, or a fantasy wonderland with glowing houses. I don't know why, but the game has that option for some reason. You can't do anything like making the Miis poison another Mii like in The Sims, but you can definitely make some absurd characters have out-of-pocket dialogues. Now I'm not sure if the game was meant to be played that way, but the developers certainly didn't leave rules to not play the game like that, so you're free to do whatever you want. Whether you want to play the game peacefully like any normie would, create a dystopian chaos, or maybe just surf in the middle. Either way, you can just sit back and relax while it all unfolds.
Hold it right there. Well, the one who truly, deeply loves Elena is me.
So with all the features that are and aren't included in Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, it all rounds up into a creative game that lets your imagination go wild, because really, the island and your Miis are whatever you make of it. And it's your choice to keep the game wholesome or turn it into some twisted world. The irony is that Tomodachi Life feels more personal precisely because you don't control everything. You build the stage, cast the actors, decide what they wear, what they sound like, and what world they live in. Then the game takes over, creating moments you could never have scripted yourself. It's not something you have to actively watch over, but it's something you can just let loose after you've built its foundations.
Hold up. Did I just get rejected during my own practice run?
What do you guys think though? Do you think these features in Tomodachi Life Living the Dream work well together? Or do you think it actually just limits the game's true potential? Anyway, that's it for now, and until then, happy exploring!